Welcome back to the channel, guys. And today, this is day 3 of the funded PA account. So we're trading. On the third day, we made around $591 gross profit and loss. In total, we made 873, but there was some losing trades, so we lost around $282. And the net was 591, and then there is also commission of $96. So we can say overall profit was $495. So which is, I think, good. I usually target around $200 to $300 a day, but this is good. This is awesome. So let's go over the trades, what we did. And the first one was NASDAQ MNQZ4 that you can see at the top here. So one micro lot I sold at, I bought at 20,217 and sold at 20,203. So this was a losing trade, of course. So we lost $28 on this one. So 20,217 and 20,203. So let is go 1335. Okay. So yesterday, let me go here. Going on to 1 minute time frame. So we can see that we sold it around 2000. We bought it around 20,217 and sold it around 20,203. So this was a long, but this did not go over in our way. 20,217. 20,217. Okay, I guess we got bought it somewhere around the top here. So which was not a good idea. Why I bought this? Because of the breakout of this trend line. As I told you in my previous videos that I also trade breakouts. So you can see that the price did break out, but then it fell back down. So I was once I saw that it's not moving in my direction, I think closed it very fast, which is in around 2 minutes. I closed in a $28 loss, and then I went ahead and sold 5 lots. If I remember correctly, I buy price at 22. So yeah, exactly. So 20,210. I'm selling this, and then I'm closing it at 20,206, 20,192, 20,192, and 20,185. So beautiful little scalps right here. 20,185. It was a trade for 9 minutes, and this was just for 37 seconds. Pretty quick one, this one. So these are scalps because once the price moved back, it was not going up. So naturally, it's going to continue to the downside. And we had this liquidity area, which was this 4-hour FVG. So naturally, price is magnetizes or gets attracted towards it, and then hits it. So we can see that the price dropped here, and finally we were able to quickly make profits in it. Okay, so this is 20,210. 20,210. So somewhere around here I got it, because once I saw that it's not pushing to the downside, and I saw this huge wick being created, So I just sold it, and then closed it quickly, um, before reaching the support line, because this could have thrusted it to the back to the upside. So being in the safe side, I closed it for 10-15 pips, 10-15 um, pips. So you can see I sold it 2210, and then 2206 I closed the trade, and the next one was 27,192. I closed it at 27,185. So pretty quick ones, but yeah, profitable ones, scalps, pretty good. And then we got bought gold and lost $13. There was one micro contract, MGCZ4. Uh, uh, mm, yes, this one. So it's gold, and it's a quick one for 29 seconds. I just entered it and it hit my stop loss. So it was a quick one. And after that, I went in a 15-minute trade, which was for Russell M2KZ4. So you can see that I was in two positions. One went for $6, other one for $57 profit. So both of these were profit. So I'm gonna show you how where I entered M2KZ4. So let me check that out. I'm gonna save this one and going on to M2KZ4. Let's go. This was a good trade, and I was in multiple trades on the Russell, and it was beautiful. But the issue was that I closed a bit early, and also once I entered this trade, I did not hold it because of the news. There was Powell, I think Fed chairman was speaking yesterday, and I closed it before that, like 3 to 4 minutes before he spoke. I closed it there because I think Apex doesn't like being in a trade during news. But I was in this trade for very long, and but I just closed it. So I thought, okay, let's get out of the trade and see later if we get another position. So we will see our entry. So you can see M2KZ4, 2232, 2233. So around 10 points I bought it, and then 2230 it went till 2233. 2230, let's see 2230, where is it? 2230. So this is where I bought. This was a natural buying area. I would say why. I would give you a reason why. Hold on. There are two trades that I have done. Uh, uh, mm. So let's go on to 4 hour. Yes, this is a 4 hour FVG right here. As you can see, this is an FVG on the 4 hour, right? So if we go on to 5 minutes, and then this is a place where I enter, right? 22 M2KZ4, 2232, 2230. So both of them were 2231 and 2232. So let's see, 31 and 32. So 31 and 32, pretty good place to enter. Right on the money, right on the place where we have an FVG spot here. And then I would say that it was also a unicorn. So how? Let me show you that first. The price came down here, right? And then it went back up, and then this low took out the liquidity from this here, okay, and it's already inside the FVG. And then again, we can say it was a stop hunt, and then again we have another stop hunt, which is right here, stop hunt, Okay. Now what we're looking for a break of structure. So break of structure is this, is your break of structure, and we want the candle leaving the break of structure to be, to have an FVG, and there is an FVG here. FVG, it was a really good trade, guys, but I did not hold it for long. I think I need to improve on that because this was a really, really good trade that I identified. And FVG, and then it left this breaker block, and then it hovered a little bit here, and then finally it took off. So you can see how beautiful this was, and this could have been a really good trade, and you could easily target these highs, or these highs would have been easily met. Anyways, I was in and I came out quickly with around $60-$70 profit, and I closed on 2033.20. Okay, so 2033.20, 2033.20. So this is okay. So we closed this. We closed all the trades at the same time. You can see the same time closing time. So this is what we made, around $65, and we can say 2233.20. Let's see where that is. 2233.20. So it's right here, and I know why I would have closed. I would have closed because, firstly, I don't want it to be get into a losing position. Secondly, it took a lot of time to move to the upside. So this is something that I need to learn with regard to indices. I'm a new indices trader, and I'm learning this stuff that sometimes it may take time. But in case of forex, I've been trading forex for a lot of time. If it would stay for that long, we'll just close it. But in here, you can see it took some time. I would not say a lot of time, but you can say so around 1.5 hours to first to propel to the upside. But once it left the station, it was an awesome trade and an awesome move. It quickly would have given um, a lot of profit. So in case I would have stayed for the long, then you can see, let me go here, limit, and bring it down a little bit here. This was the entry. This would have been the TP at least, and this would have been the SL below the breaker block. Okay, and if with the same lot size that I had gone in, which is around 7 or 8, this would have been a really, really great trade. Just one single trade with around $600 profit. But yeah, I need to learn this thing. I need to make have patience. I need to work on that, and I'm learning. So yeah, and I think I'm trading more than I need to, but that's my basically my style, where I just scalp in and out and make profit. But yeah, let's see. Okay. So this was a really beautiful trade, a unicorn and an FEG sport line here, and it worked beautifully. We made some money in here. That's it. After that, we had a really, really like a 3 second trade, which I lost $9. So basically, I bought Nasdaq on this level, which was, I think, automatically not a good level to buy, to be buying on, and I closed it quickly, lost $9, and then what I did is I bought at 20,198, and this was a 1 minute trade, and sold on 20,212 with an $82 profit. That is right. So $82 profit. Let me show you this trade. 20,000, and there was only 3 micro lots. 2198.75. 2198.75. Let me go in here. Yesterday. Mm, 2198. 2198. So basically, this trade is around 2198. 1933. I will need to check the timings also because I think these times are not correct. So 19 would have been 19. I did not trade there, so 2198. So somewhere around this pullback, I have bought here for sure, because of the rally that we had to the upside, and we had these liquidity levels. I bought somewhere around here and closed it. After it moved a little bit, I closed it, and I would have closed it around, these previous highs here. So let's see. 20,200, 198.75, closed on 20,212. 20,212. So I bought it around here. And then closed it around right around here. So this is because of the continuation. This scalp, I did a scalp and came out with a winner. So that was a scalp. And else than that, we have a $2 loss on gold, $40 loss on $40 loss on Nasdaq, and then we have a 10 micro lot Nasdaq trade. This would have been a really good one where I would highly anticipate a move coming in our favor. And here you can see 20,172.25. And then closed at 179.50. Is $145 profit. 20,172.25. 172.25. So bought it around here. All right, because of the breakout that's happening here on these stops. So we'll buy it and close it for a scalp, right? So and then we also have a loss here. Then again we have two trades, 175.50, and we have made profit around $60 and $40, and they were both 5 micro lots. So yeah, these were again scalps. And then this one, I love this trade. I really like this trade. This was on oil, and this one, the $65 loss one was on gold. I remember this very precisely. This was on gold. It was on a spot level, but it broke through and it took out my stop loss. So the oil trade, I'm going to show it to you. Let's go on to oil. So oil, MCLX4, oil. Let's go on oil. Where's oil? So let us open oil, gold futures. This is the one. So this trade that I did yesterday was a beautiful one, and I'm gonna show you where I entered 68.78 and I closed at 68.88, and it hit the take profit 68.78. So right around here. Yes, I will give you the reason of my trade. So firstly, we have this trend line to the downside, and then we have the breakout, and then it's trying to move back to the upside. It will almost go to the high of the old swing high. So it came out, and 68.78 was my buying price. So once I was confirmed that this is gonna move to the upside and I can scalp in here, so 68.78, and then it went to the upside 68.88. I closed it there. I did not wait for it to go more up. I closed it right then and there, and it was a really nice trade, a nice entry, and a nice close. 68.78. It hit TP at 68.88, which is beautiful. So this was around for 5 microlots. I don't know why it's showing this separately, like, because it was one single trade. I'm not sure why it's showing separately. Yeah, it did it with some other trades as well. Okay, so MT2KZ for 5 microlots, I won around $55, and this was a selling trades. We sold on 22.49 and then closed on 22.46. I'm gonna show you why. I allowed this trade, but one issue that happened was the news. I didn't want to be in the trade during the news. I do not fear the news, but I had my stops in place and I had my take profits in place. In fact, I had moved my stop closer to my entry. But here is the problem. It was taking a lot of time and I don't like that. So I entered at 2249 M2KZ4, M2KZ4 2249. So here 2249, I entered at a beautiful, beautiful place because this was a perfect unicorn. You see, there's a stop hunt with this high, a stop hunt, and then when it broke, this is your, um, you can say this is your breaker block, and once it broke the breaker block, it laid multiple FVGs in here, giving us a proper signal that this is gonna sell off. And then I entered once it came back around here 2249. I entered here, and then it came down. But I knew that this is kind of a bottom of this swing, and it may go back up here. So I closed it here, 2245, I guess. So let's see where I closed it. 2246.80. I closed it 2246.80, 2246.80. So yeah, I closed it, and then it went back up. It went back up, and I re-entered later. You can see this one with a lower lot size. I entered and lost $24. I did not wait because of the news came out, and then I entered somewhere around here, um, at the bottom, towards the bottom. I entered, but I did not wait for the news to drop it below. So I just closed the trade before the news, and yeah, that's what basically I did. And this one was a foolish mistake. ESZ4, which is S&P 500. You can see there is no M. It is not a micro S&P 500. It was a standard ESZ4. So I just updated um, my ESZ to MESZ. So it's just micro. So I thought I'm using the what to say, I'm using the micro lot. I'm using the micro chart, so my trades can be in the micro lot. So I enter seven micro lots, but it was not seven micro lots. It was seven standard lots, and it was humongous this trade, and I closed it. I was managed to close this in profit. I mean, this was um, very, very huge, and it was a mistake that I did. And I updated. You can see I have now updated my watch list to MESC 2024, and also if you see here ES, um, now it shows the micro E mini S&P 500. So if I enter seven lots, that's seven micro lots. Now the standard ones, and oh my God, once I was in this trade, I was saying, what's going on? Why is it showing? Why with one tick it's giving me $100 or $80 of profit and loss? And this was just too much. But because I entered on a very on my scalping levels, and I was able to close this in profit. I would have closed this at least in $100 profit, but it dropped a little bit, and I closed it, and it was we were good. So now I have updated all my charts to micro. This was just, oh my God, I cannot say how difficult this was. And this was M2KZ4 again. Russell 2247 was my selling price, and I closed at 2248.60 with a $24 loss. I had three micro loss only, but the issue is I did not wait. It was already 2 hours into the trade. I did not wait this long, so I closed it. But after that, it just dropped crazy. Yes, it just dropped crazy after that. Let me go back onto Russell. You can see here it started dropping below, and it dropped huge. And I'm gonna say 1350 or 1355 or 1400. So this I closed very near to the news, and it says I closed it on 2139. So the time zone looks off balance. I will need to correct this out and see where I can fix this so that um, it matches my trading view, right? So that's it for the summary of the trades. I'm gonna trade lesser because it is just a little bit stressing when you trade with my strategy, because I'm a scalper, mostly a scalper, and I try to make a quick buck and get out. So that's my main strategy. But yeah, I will try to boil down a little bit and see if I can do that today. I've been telling that to myself for a couple of days now. Okay, so that was day three. We are in profit for around, you can see margin value 51,209. The goal is 52,600, and then we'll be able to withdraw and 10 trading days. So we'll see. Okay, you take care.